No, I'm not a Sounders fan. I just have a jersey. Welcome back to Corner Sports. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can see my content as soon as I roll it out, but let's get into the good, bad, and ugly of the weekend. The first good of the weekend is obviously Manchester City. How can we not revel in their success so far? 29 goals in the league. That's damn near 4 goals per game. And it seems like Pep Guardiola has got this league figured out, and he's treating BPL like he was La Liga, beating teams 5-0, 4-0, 7-2 over the weekend. He is smashing right now, and this team is looking great. Not only are they top of the league with all games won this season so far, but they're not allowing teams to score on them, conceding only 4 goals on the season, 2 of them only this weekend against Stoke City. There's not enough I can say about players like Kevin De Bruyne and Gabriel Jesus and David Silva and Sterling, who's coming into his zone in this team and is looking great, and Sane, who's so quick and he looks like he's going to be a world beater. I mean, give this guy 2-3 years and he's going to be in the Ballon d'Or conversation. I have no doubt about it. And when you look at John Stones, he's looking like a world-class center back so far this season. Pep has got these players working and playing like never before, and this team is scary. And they play Napoli tomorrow, so that should be a really good game. And talking about the Champions League, next team I want to talk about is Roma. And look, you only had one job. You have the best team in Italy come into your house, and what you want to do is you want to put the smack down and say, hey, I'm here to contend for the championship just as much as you are. And what did you do? You rolled over, you let them dominate you in your own house with possession, and you let them pass around you like it was nothing. Napoli played that game so well, and Roma, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You had it bad this weekend, and I'm looking at players like Edin Dzeko, who was completely shut down with awful passing. He couldn't get a shot on target the entire game, and Roma as a whole looked bad the entire weekend. Thumbs down from me. Oh, and good luck against that Chelsea team who's coming off a loss themselves against Crystal Palace. Ooh, Conte is not happy. That's going to be a tough one for you. There were a lot of uglies this week, but none more highlighted by Everton, who've not only had an ugly this week, barely scraping a point away at Brighton with a last-minute penalty kick by Wayne Rooney, but they've had a terrible, ugly season. They've had poor results. The team plays awfully. This team looks so disgusting. Koeman can't figure out how to get this team to play yet. I don't know if he'll ever get the time to. They have not picked up a win away from home since January of last year. In 2 months, that will be a year from the last time you picked up a win away. Everton is sitting 16th in the league right now, way far from the projection I had from them and many other people. Only scoring 5 goals on the season. They're clearly lacking that goal threat like they did with Lukaku, who was banging them in and carrying them the entirety of last season. They need goals and they can't find them right now. But not only do they need goals, they've conceded 13 goals all season so far, which means that they're letting teams outscore them nearly 2-1 each game. The defense is not looking good. The offense is not looking good. The midfield is not looking good because they can't string 5 passes together before they lose the ball. This team looks ugly. And Koeman's got until, what, maybe January to sort it out? And then if he doesn't, he's gone. With 150 million spent during the summer and these type of results and performances, you gotta go, Jack. You know what I'm really excited about? To see who wins the Scudetto this season. Is it going to be Napoli? Is it going to be Inter? Is it going to be Juve? Is it going to be Lazio? I don't know. But Serie A is looking like a lot of fun this season. Napoli, who went into Rome, the capital of Italy, to take on mighty Roma, who I just talked about, ran all over them, back and forth and up and down. They showed them who were boys and who were men. They bossed in possession. They took their chance when they could. They had way more shots on target than Roma, and this team looks fantastic. Not only is this team scoring 3.5 goals per game, that's 26 goals on the season so far, but they're only allowing 0.6 goals a game against them. That is an insane statistic considering that this team is so free-flowing and they play such high tempo. You'd expect them to concede more goals, but they don't. They've kept league joint high most clean sheets as well. This team, it looks really good. They've clicked and they look scary, man. I don't know if Juve is going to be able to do it this season. I really truly hope they actually don't, so that more eyes come into this league, but man, am I excited to keep watching Napoli play. And when they play Manchester City during the week, I'll be watching that game. That is two teams that have a similar style, high press, get the ball, short passes, get it in the box and score. That's going to be a high-scoring, great-paced game, and I'm excited to see that game. Oh, Borussia Dortmund. Here I go praising you, thinking you might challenge for the title. Here I go thinking that you will keep a clean sheet at home against RB Leipzig, who has not had the greatest start to the season. And what do? You concede 3 goals, barely get 2 chances in there to get him in. Look, you look great, but you've got a red card 45 minutes into the game. And yeah, Socrates, I'm looking at you. What are you doing letting your team down like that? You finally got Bayern Munich stumbling, dropping points. You're picking up points. And when you need points most, you're playing at home where you haven't lost the game in 41. You lose against RB Leipzig. Come on, man. Yes, you had 65% possession in the game. Yes, you were getting chances, but you weren't putting them away nonetheless. And you allowed RB Leipzig to take their chances when they could. And it's simple as that. This is not a game of beautiful football. This is a game of results. And you failed to get a result here. You've had yourself a bad. What happened to the high-flying Nice of last season? You've dropped 2 games in a row against Marseille and Montpellier. Did I say that right? Who knows? You go into a team that you've had success against in recent years, and what do? You crumble. It seemed like you had things under control. You're keeping possession, you're stringing passes together, you're getting chances with Balotelli up top, you got that threat, but you allow this team to get 2 chances and they put them away, and that's game over within 20 minutes of the second half, and I didn't see fight after that. It just seemed so pathetic, honestly, and this team who was so good and showed so much promise last season is having an ugly start to their season. Yeah, you beat Monaco 4-0. Great win, amazing win. You beat champions 4-0 anytime, that is a great win. But after that, you've looked disgusting. It's almost like instead of gaining confidence from that, you've lost confidence. You need to pick yourself up, and you need to dust yourself off, and you need to pick up a win. Not only midweek, but over the weekend as well. Oh, and not to mention, good luck against Lazio, who are coming off of a win against Juventus away, who are, by the way, also dropped the 41 game streak of unbeaten at home. That Lazio team is going to be flying high on confidence, and I don't know if Nice can stop them. We'll see. Ugly might just get uglier for them. If I told you that coming to mid-October, the second team who has not lost the game so far at all in the La Liga so far, has 5 wins and 3 draws, and just went away and won a 6-3 game against Real Betis, would be Valencia, sitting pretty 4 points behind Barcelona, would you believe me? No, you wouldn't. And I think Valencia wouldn't either. But they played a fantastic game. I know you crumbled a little bit. You were up 4-0, you let them come back 4-3, but you stamped your authority, ended up winning the game 6-3, and Simon Zaza looks like a competent striker this season with 7 goals. You've got a great youngster in Carlos Soler who's pulling strings, and he's getting assists, and he's getting into position, and the runs he's making are great. He looks like a promising talent who will probably be shipped off to either Real Madrid, Atletico, or Barcelona in a year or 2, but so far he's got this team in control, and I would not be surprised if this Valencia team, who doesn't have Europa League or Champions League to worry about, finishes in the top 4 behind Atletico, Real Madrid, and Barcelona this season. It'll be interesting to see whether Valencia can contend with them, but so far Valencia has started the season real well. Yeah, you're not having the same success on defense as you think you should, but I think if with a little bit of changing and a little bit of confidence boost from these wins that you're getting, and not having lost the game all season, you can pick that up, and if you keep up your scoring record, you'll stay in that top 4. Good luck, you've had yourself a good. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. The champions of England, the toughest league, they say. Look, Chelsea travels to Crystal Palace, which is not a long bus ride, I might add. You're right. This is a derby. This is a crosstown derby. You're playing a team that is dead last in the league, has not scored a game, has not picked up a single point at all this season. And what you should do as the champions is roll into town and steam through them. But what do you do instead? You allow Crystal Palace to pick up not only their first goal, not only their second goal, but their first win of the season. And yes, They had Zaha coming back, who's such an integral part of this team. The way he makes runs, the way he creates channels, and the way he makes space for this team. He is the creative spark. And once they get Benteke back as well and they can get some scoring in, this is not a bad team. They've got some great players, but they do not match up anywhere near with Chelsea. I mean, come on, you've got Hazard, who so far this season has been absolute shit. He's looking like that from 2 seasons ago, and honestly, if he's looking to earn that big money move to Real Madrid, it's not looking like you're going to earn it, son. You've got Willian, who's had an absolutely shitty season so far. Batshuayi, when you're getting your chance to start while Morata's injured, you're not looking good. Yeah, you can score those 90-minute goals when the team is up 4-1. You're scoring the 5th goal and it's looking almighty and fine. But how about you pick up on your English skills so you can create better communication with your team, and you need to be scoring goals in the absence of the main striker so you can set some sort of a tone for your manager. But you're not doing that. Bakayoko had a fantastic game, picked up his first goal for Chelsea in the league. But look, I don't know. This team didn't look good. This is a good team nonetheless. I know Conte is a great manager, but this week, you've had yourself a bad. Especially after, before the international break, you got rolled over and dominated by Manchester City, which I'm sure had a hit on your confidence. You need to fix it, Conte, because if this continues, your head's gone. Abramovich is not going to stand for it. And I expect him to completely dominate Roma in the Champions League this week. We'll see what happens. It'll be a good game, but you need to come back and win in the league because you're 13 points, damn near almost 10 points behind the league leaders. You need to figure it out. Hello? Yeah. Hey, Pepe. I'm coming to Besiktas. What? You are not doing real well after spending a ton of money this season, and you're losing the bottom of the table teams when you're supposed to be winning after your FA has given you a game on Friday so you can be prepared for the Champions League? Oh, never mind. I think Fenerbahce is calling on the other line. I'll get back to you though. Come on, Besiktas. Are you serious? You're going to lose to the bottom of the league team who hadn't picked up a win so far this season? And your FA is doing you a favor after coming off the international break to give you a game on Friday so you can be better prepared for the Champions League game? And what do? You bottle it? I don't care if you had the better possession. I don't care if you had more shots. You need to be winning games like this, especially after being champions. You're sitting 4 points or what? Yeah, 4 points behind league leaders and 4 points behind a Champions League spot, and I'm damn sure your owners are not happy about it. And I know it's not a pretty matchup for you this midweek either against Monaco, a team who has yet to pick up a win in the Champions League, and they'll be looking to stamp their authority against you, who just lost against bottom feeders of the Turkish League. It's looking ugly for you, Besiktas, but hey, ring my phone. Maybe I'll come over and help you out. Thanks again for coming back to Corner Sports. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Come back for the next one. We talk all sports here, and I'm excited to have you. We've just surpassed 10 subscribers. I know it's not a feat, but it's still amazing that people want to subscribe. I mean, honestly, a couple of the subscribers is me on my other accounts, but hey, let's not talk about that. But I'll see you next time.